In this challenge, the task is to debug existing code. This is zigzag sequence. They give us an array, and they want us to do a zigzag where we go strictly increasing and then decreasing. So imagine these are plots on a map or something. And here we have them just randomly placed about. We are going up and then we're going up again. So the first thing we want to do is to sort the input array. All right, so I'm going to take the input and store it in a variable called R because that's easier for me to understand. It's an array. I want to think about it as an array. And now I'm going to sort the array, array.sort, and then you can see in here it tells you what to do to get increasing order. It is expected function used to determine the order of the elements. It is expected to return a negative value if the first argument is less than the second argument, 0 if they're equal, and positive value otherwise. If omitted, the elements are sorted in ascending ASCII character order. This sorts an array in place. This method mutates the array and returns a reference to the same array. Okay. Okay, so now we've sorted the array. Now we're going to determine the midpoint. Now I'm going to be using array.size a lot, so I'm going to store that in a variable. Now the midpoint, the middle index. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is the middle index? It is, remember, it's 0 index starting from 0. 0, 1, 2. So how do we find the middle? How do we do it? We take the size, divide it by 2. And are we done? Well, let's see. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, which does not exist. We only have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we want to do is we want to round. Now, do we want to round up or do we want to round down? So 0, 1, 2. We want to round down to the lower number. So if we're closer to 2, that means we have equal sides of the array on both sides of us. So we don't want to. So okay. So we round down to a whole integer, and it just so happens to be the middle of the array when you round down. Okay. Next, we are going to put the biggest number in the middle. They want 5. That way we can be strictly decreasing. So if we want the number, we want a peak. We want the peak of the mountain. So how do we do that? Well, we take the highest number and put it in the middle. So let's go ahead and swap the middle with the highest number. So array mid is now going to be replaced with array n -1 for the last index. And then the exact opposite is going to happen. I don't know. Okay. So now what have we done? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we just made 3 here and 5 here. Now, okay. Now what if this was a bigger array? 6 and 7. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 divided by 2, 3.5, round down to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3 is your middle index. So make 4 into 7, and 7 into 4. And now what do we want to do? We want to make sure these two numbers are in order. And so how do we do that? Well, we initialize 2 pointers. Let left equal middle plus 1, mid plus 1. Let right equal length minus not the last index, but the second to last index minus 2. Now we move them towards each other until they equal each other. And what are we doing? All we are doing is doing a little assignment. I call this a dumbbell assignment. It looks like a dumbbell, like you have. It's a dumbbell. I can lift 5 pounds. Array left is going to be assigned to array right, and they're being swapped in one line of code. Array right is being assigned to array left. Okay. And then we just move the pointers towards each other. Return array. Okay. If it's not a function, it's not a function because it's the wrong data type. So if it's saying if array.sort is not working, it means they must have handed us some sort of a string. So dot split into individual elements, then try it. Okay, we got a new error. Cannot access mid before initialization. But it was initialized here. Okay. Think I've hit the end of the road. I don't think I know what to do. I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Actually, I'm going to ask character AI. can you help me with my code?
Looks fine. Well, what's the purpose of the code? Looks like it worked to me. Are you having issues with it?
Oh, that did not work at all. Okay. So the only thing the AI changed is they trimmed the string and they split it because it's, for some reason, it's been handed to us as a string. And we have to make it into an array before we sort. And it did not change any of this or any of that. It console.logged and it joined it back together. Wrong answer. Input 1 7. Output this. The input is numbers, not a string. This is completely different. Holy shit. Custom checker failed success. See, I just don't know. 1, 2, 3, 7, 6, 5, 4. That looks good to me. Expected 1, 2, 3, 6, 5. See, that's the expected. There my output, your out. I don't know. HackerRank, I don't know. Okay.